Ever wondered if your cat truly loves you back, or if they're merely putting up with your affection because it guarantees them free meals and a roof over their heads? What if all those headbutts and purrs are just projections of your own feelings onto your feline friend? Don't worry, you're not alone. Many cat owners secretly worry about this. In today's video, we're diving into 14 subtle but telling signs that your beloved kitty might not actually be feeling the love. If you spot any of these signs, it could mean your bond isn't as tight as you thought. But don't lose hope. Stick around until the end because we'll also share 4 powerful strategies to strengthen your relationship with your furry companion. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit subscribe and join our community of cat enthusiasts for more tips on decoding your cat's body language. Sign 1. Scent marking behavior. You probably already know that when cats rub up against people or objects, they're marking their territory with scent. This is your cat's way of saying, "You're part of my family." When they rub their body against you, they release a scent from glands on their cheeks and sides, effectively marking you with their unique fragrance. It's a way of signaling to other cats that you're spoken for. Simultaneously, your cat is picking up your scent, whether it's your sweat, perfume, breakfast crumbs, or that morning coffee you spilled. This mingling of scents helps solidify the bond between you and your kitty. But what if your cat actively avoids getting their scent on you? If they immediately start grooming themselves after you touch them, they may be trying to cleanse your scent from their fur. This behavior can indicate that they don't see you as a member of their inner circle. Sign 2. Watch their whiskers. You might be aware that a cat's whiskers aren't just for show. They're packed with nerve endings and can move independently of their head. These whiskers act as a tool for sensing the world around them and can also express their emotions. When your cat's whiskers are relaxed and drooping slightly, they're likely feeling calm and comfortable, but if their whiskers are pulled back against their face, it usually means they're anxious or feeling threatened. When a cat retracts their whiskers, they're protecting these delicate sensory tools from potential harm. So if your cat's whiskers are pinned back while they're near you, they might see you as a potential threat. Sign 3. How often does your cat show up? Think about the last time you saw your cat. If it's been a while, or if you frequently find them hidden away in tight spots like under the bed or behind the closet, it might indicate that they're avoiding you. Cats hide for similar reasons that people do: fear, stress, or a desire to avoid someone they don't trust or feel comfortable around. If your cat is constantly playing hide and seek, it could mean they're not eager to be found, at least not by you. They might be trying to create distance, which could be a sign that they're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or even threatened. Pay attention to where and when they hide. These behaviors often provide clues about what might be making them uncomfortable or stressed. Sign 4. Tail talk. If you're used to dogs, you might think a cat wagging their tail means they're happy to see you. But with cats, it's quite the opposite. Tail movement can be a complex form of communication that often indicates negative emotions. A wagging tail typically signifies frustration or irritation, not joy or excitement. A tail that twitches subtly, with gentle flicks, is a sign your cat is mildly annoyed or uncertain, and they might be trying to decide whether to stay or move away. On the other hand, a tail whipping back and forth in a more pronounced, rapid motion usually means they're very upset or agitated, perhaps feeling threatened or stressed. This could be triggered by overstimulation from petting, sudden noises, or even just the presence of someone they don't fully trust. If this tail action occurs when you approach or interact with your cat, it's their way of signaling that they'd rather be left alone and that further engagement could lead to defensive behavior, such as swatting or hissing. Sign 5. Reactions when you come back home. Leaving your cat alone for a while is inevitable, whether you're heading to work or just stepping out to run errands. Ideally, a short absence shouldn't distress your cat too much, especially if they're accustomed to a regular routine where they know you'll be back soon. However, longer absences might provoke a stronger reaction, revealing more about how they feel about you. Some cats become extra clingy when their owners return from a trip, following them around and seeking constant attention as if they're making up for lost time. Others might seem indifferent or even avoidant, acting aloof or disappearing to their favorite hiding spots, almost as if they're punishing you for leaving them behind. In some cases, this can even include refusing to engage in normal routines like feeding or playing. If your cat shows no reaction at all to your departures and returns, neither joy nor resentment, it might indicate that they don't see you as someone particularly significant in their life, suggesting a lack of emotional bond or attachment. Sign 6. Do you see your cat's butt? In human terms, never turning your back on someone usually implies distrust, and surprisingly, this holds true for cats as well. Cats are naturally cautious and often prefer to keep their backs to a wall or a safe corner when they feel uncertain about their surroundings or the people around them. This behavior ensures they have a clear view of potential threats and a quick escape route if necessary. However, if your cat turns around and confidently presents you with their behind, it's actually a significant sign of trust. By doing this, they are showing that they feel completely safe and secure in your presence, comfortable enough to expose their most vulnerable side. On the other hand, if they always keep their eyes on you, making sure they're facing you at all times, it could indicate they're wary and unsure of your intentions, still assessing whether you are friend or foe. This behavior suggests that your cat feels the need to remain on guard, signaling that trust is something that still needs to be built between you. Sign 7. Litter box clues. Cats are famously known for their fastidious cleanliness. Unlike dogs, who often require training to learn where and when to relieve themselves, cats instinctively know how to use a litter box and typically take the extra step of covering up their messes afterward. This behavior goes beyond mere tidiness. It's a subtle way of showing deference, recognizing you as the dominant cat in the territory. However, if your cat suddenly stops burying their waste or begins choosing other spots outside the litter box, especially areas where your scent is strongest, like your bed or favorite chair, it could be a sign of a power play. They might be attempting to challenge your status or assert their dominance over what they perceive as shared territory. This behavior can also indicate underlying stress or discomfort with their environment. So it's essential to pay attention to these signs and consider if anything in their surroundings or routine might be triggering such actions. Sign 8. The stare down. Staring contests aren't just a human thing. Cats do it too, and it often serves as a display of dominance or control in their world. If your cat locks eyes with you and doesn't blink or break contact, they might be challenging you, asserting their status or testing your response. In the feline world, direct eye contact can be perceived as confrontational or aggressive, a silent message that translates to, "I'm not backing down." It's like their way of saying, "Bring it on." This unblinking stare can indicate that they're feeling defensive or uncertain about their place in your home, especially if it's accompanied by other tense body language like stiffened posture or twitching ears. If your cat does this often, they might be seeing you more as a rival or someone to be wary of, rather than a friend or trusted companion. Understanding this behavior can help you recognize when your cat feels threatened or competitive and allow you to take steps to create a more comfortable environment for them. Sign 9. Reading their ears. Cats communicate a lot through their ears, using them as a key part of their body language to convey their emotions and intentions. If your cat's ears are flattened against their head, it's usually a clear sign of fear, anxiety, or aggression, rather than contentment or happiness. This defensive posture, often referred to as airplane ears because of how the ears stick out sideways like wings, indicates that your cat is feeling threatened or is bracing themselves for a possible confrontation. They may be scared of something specific in their environment or preparing to defend themselves against what they perceive as a danger. If you notice your cat frequently adopting this posture when you're around, it suggests that something about your presence or behavior is making them feel uneasy, stressed, or insecure. This could be due to sudden movements, loud noises, or past experiences that have led them to associate you with discomfort or fear. Sign 10. Reactions to petting. Some signs of discomfort in cats are pretty obvious and hard to miss. If your cat flinches or pulls away when you reach out to pet them, or if they quickly run off whenever you approach, it's a clear indication that they likely don't see you as a safe or trusted figure. This kind of behavior suggests they feel uneasy or threatened by your proximity, possibly due to past experiences, fear, or simply a lack of familiarity. Cats that avoid being touched are actively setting boundaries, and respecting these boundaries is essential for building trust over time. Trying to force affection or ignoring their cues can damage your relationship further, making them even more wary. Instead, allow them to come to you on their own terms, showing patience and gentleness as you slowly work to earn their confidence and comfort. Sign 11. The Halloween pose. Ever seen your cat with their back arched and fur standing on end like one of those classic Halloween decorations? This dramatic display isn't just a festive pose. It's a defensive reaction rooted in fear or anxiety. When cats feel threatened, they instinctively try to make themselves appear larger and more intimidating to ward off whatever they perceive as a potential danger. By puffing up their fur and arching their back, they create the illusion of size and strength, hoping to scare away the threat before it gets too close. If your cat responds this way when they see you, it's a clear sign that they're trying to protect themselves. This reaction suggests they find you intimidating, scary, or unpredictable, possibly due to a lack of trust or past negative experiences. Sign 12. Shrinking away. Sometimes a cat might be so frightened that they don't even attempt to make themselves look bigger or more intimidating. Instead, they might do the opposite: shrink down, tuck their tail tightly under their body, hunch their back, and lower their head, trying to appear as small and unthreatening as possible. This posture is a clear sign of extreme fear or distress, showing that your cat feels incredibly vulnerable and is trying to make themselves invisible to avoid any perceived danger. If you notice your cat adopting this body language, it's a strong indicator of severe fear or anxiety. In such situations, it's crucial to give them plenty of space and refrain from approaching or trying to comfort them physically, as this could worsen their fear. Instead, take a step back and try to identify what might be causing their anxiety, whether it's a specific person, a loud noise, a new environment, or any other stressor, so you can address it and help them feel safer and more secure in their surroundings. Sign 13. Suspicions of cheating. Ever worry that your cat might be getting extra love and snacks from another household? If your cat seems to be gaining weight despite no changes in their diet or frequently vanishes even during bad weather, there's a good chance they might be sneaking off to a second home, where they're receiving extra food and attention. Cats are notorious for their independence and may decide to spread their affection, or rather, their hunger, around the neighborhood. If your cat rarely allows you to pet them but you notice they're more affectionate with a neighbor, they might have unofficially adopted another family, making you their backup human. In their eyes, this could mean that you're not providing something they want, whether it's a particular type of food, more attention, or a quieter environment. While it might feel like a betrayal, it's just their way of maximizing comfort and resources. Sign 14. Where they sleep matters. Cats are champion sleepers, clocking in up to 16 hours of rest each day, and where they choose to snooze can reveal a lot about how safe and secure they feel in their environment. If your cat consistently avoids sleeping near you or actively seeks out secluded, hidden spots like under furniture or in closets, it may indicate a lack of trust or comfort around you. They might feel the need to stay out of sight, where they can avoid any perceived threats or disturbances. On the flip side, if your cat feels comfortable enough to sleep out in the open, especially in your presence, it's a strong vote of confidence in your relationship. This shows they trust you to keep them safe while they're at their most vulnerable. Whether they curl up at the foot of your bed, stretch out on the couch, or even settle down in the middle of the floor, it's their way of saying they feel secure and relaxed around you, knowing they can let their guard down without fear. If you've identified some of these signs in your cat and are feeling a bit disheartened, or if you're curious about how to keep the love strong, don't worry. Here are 4 steps to help build a stronger bond with your feline friend. Number 1. Practice patience. The biggest reason cat owners lose their pets' trust is impatience. When we adopt a new cat, we're eager to show them love and attention, but they might not be ready for it. Let your cat come to you. Instead of reaching out to pet them immediately, try extending your hand nearby and wait to see if they initiate contact. If they shy away at first, don't be discouraged. Over time, as they see you respecting their space, they'll likely begin to lean in for a touch. Number 2. Create positive experiences. Much like people, cats remember positive and negative experiences. To build a better relationship, create happy memories with your cat. Engage in regular play sessions, offer treats, or even just talk to them. These small actions can help your cat see you as a source of fun and comfort rather than stress or fear. Number 3. Minimize stressors. To improve your cat's comfort, make sure their environment is as stress-free as possible. Provide hiding spots, scratching posts, and safe spaces. Consider using pheromone diffusers to help calm an anxious cat. Also, be mindful of your behavior. If you're prone to loud noises or sudden movements, try to be a bit more careful. Every little effort helps in making your home a peaceful place for your cat. Number 4. Understand they might not ever be affectionate. It's important to realize that some cats just aren't into cuddling or being overly affectionate. This doesn't mean they don't like you. It's just who they are. Cats, like people, have unique personalities. Some may have had tough experiences that make it harder for them to trust, or they just may not be the affectionate type. Accepting this can help you provide the best possible care for your furry companion, regardless of how they show affection. Understanding your cat's behavior takes time and patience, but with small adjustments you can build a stronger bond. If you noticed any signs that your cat might not feel comfortable, don't worry. It's never too late to turn things around. Just remember to respect their space and keep learning their unique ways of communicating. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with fellow cat lovers, and hit subscribe for more tips on living your best life with your feline friend. Leave a comment below with any questions or insights, and we'll see you in the next video.